Hey guys, hope you had some great holidays. This is Ip of RageQuitTV, gonna be casting a game between Liquid's TLO, spawning as the red Zerg, and WhiteRa, spawning as the blue Protoss. Surprise, surprise, it is these two. I know we cast them here a lot. If you're sick of seeing these two people, let me know, and I'll change it up a little bit, but these two play together so much, such good friends, and they always have great games. It is on Antiga, Shipyard, ZVP, and we'll see exactly what WhiteRa and TLO decide to do. TLO above 7 supply, so he is not going to be doing that 7 pool we have seen him do so much lately on stream. And right now they are just talking a little bit, not exactly sure what they're saying because I wasn't paying attention. If you were, good for you. You know more than me right now. We'll see exactly what TLO ends up doing. You can see him doing his mineral pairing. Has 2 on this, 2 on this, 2 on this, and that's not something I see a lot of Zerg players doing. And we do have a 9 Overlord out from TLO. But he still has lava, and he's not building a drone, so it looks like he may be going for a 10, or not a 10, an 11 pool, as he's at 11 supply right now. Again, 2 drones not doing, 2 lava not doing anything. There we go. TLO is going to be building that pool, while WhiteRa is going to go for a forge, fast expand, or die trying, to quote Naniwa. And he is still just chrono boosting probes out because there's nothing else for him to use that chrono boost energy with. And WhiteRa will be taking a forge, then most likely going to be taking a nexus. He has scouted after the pylon, so the probe is going to be coming into TLO's base, and we'll see this early pool. So WhiteRa may go for a gateway before his nexus, and that would be a win. TLO, you can see right there, trying to bait WhiteRa, making him think, ooh, I should block a hatch and not go up here and see this pool. And WhiteRa a little bit too smart to fall for that trick. Does go, knows it's an early pool, and we'll see exactly what he ends up doing. He is going to be walling off this ramp, which I don't see many people doing. They like trying to do the Sim City, but I think WhiteRa has had a lot of trouble with holding roach rushes when he tries to do that type of Sim City, so he ends up just going to be walling off this whole front area, and he can do it relatively easily. He is going to be placing a cannon before the gateway. It looks like he may just be going straight to that nexus now, not going to be worrying about the gateway one bit. The probe is hiding back here, so the drone... it sees it, so it's not going to be throwing down the nexus as the drone does walk up. Both players trying something a little bit sneaky. Another probe does come down. He will be the one that throws down this nexus. Come on, probe, morphing in. And WhiteRa decides to go for a gateway and another pylon, as he does see Lings coming out with this one worker. So he is trying to wall this area off as fast as he can. And it looks like he will be able to. And the Lings decide to turn around to attack this one probe. But WhiteRa has scared TLO enough to where TLO doesn't want to go engage. WhiteRa throws up his nexus. He has this one pylon back here, which TLO is bringing Lings back to deal with it. So WhiteRa is going to be secure in this early game. Does get the nexus up. Well, wait, does it get that up before TLO's hatch? Because TLO just put one way over there. No, TLO actually expanded before WhiteRa, throwing it down at the third base. And I'm kind of curious if TLO will be taking this relatively early as well. He is bringing this drone to make it look like he really wants to take this base. And will he actually do it? Or will he try to trick WhiteRa? But WhiteRa bringing another probe in just to scout to see if he did indeed go up here. Going in this vision, we don't see TLO seeing this one probe at all. This has snuck in his base. Will this throw down a pylon and cannon rush this third base? I don't think it has the time, and WhiteRa doesn't look like he wants to do it. Then another hatch is going up, so TLO is going to be going on very fast 3 hatcheries, and now going to be working his way on these destructible debris so he can counter WhiteRa's third base whenever he does want to take it. A lot of Protoss players don't try to go early aggression against Zerg on Antiga Shipyard. Instead, they try to go for 3 bases and just say, well, you can't really expand anywhere because the Zerg, up until the late game, they cannot hold a gold base and they cannot pressure a gold base just because of this high ground. What the Zerg has to do is take bases in these corners. They can't take this base just because a Blink Stalker is coming in. Then they can just blink down, and these rocks will be down by that time. And then they walk into the third base. So there's no real way to defend this base. No good way to defend this. But I have seen Zerg players just take both corners of the map and say, hey, if you want to take out a base, I have another one, and that will be secure. Your forces will be out of position. I can easily sack a base and go and take out your main. So we'll see if TLO ends up taking a double expansion later on in this game. A lot of Zerg players have done that, and if you're kind of curious what I was saying, they put a base over here and here. If Protoss is attacking this base, then the Zerg just sacrifices it because they don't care about it too much and goes up and attacks the natural or the third base. We do have one Zealot for WhiteRa just chilling out right here, kind of getting some scouting information on TLO to see when he decides to move out, and actually coming with a Stalker as well, so he wants to put pressure on. TLO has 3 queens, so he should be able to deal with this. The creep is pretty much touching everywhere, so the queens will be able to get there in time. But will TLO lose any drones? That is the question. The drones, one does go down immediately, so he is going to be losing it. Trying to micro some drones away. That one goes down in the deep red. Another one does fall. That Stalker kills another one. It looks like 4 drones have died so far. And WhiteRa trying to take another drone out. This one's in the red, and he goes into an extractor just to save that drone's life. Let's see if he cancels that. And yes, he does. One more shot would have killed that drone. So I'd take that 6 minerals over the 54 drone any day. Going into this loss tab, we do see that WhiteRa has lost a little bit more than TLO. 48-9 workers to 42, now 51 for TLO. And this one Ling is still trying to take out these destructible debris. WhiteRa has a pylon here, so he probably can see it going down eventually, or maybe it's getting damaged too. Well, he can hear it, I think. Maybe he can, I don't know, but he can see that health dropping ever so slowly. Does he notice one Ling taking out a rock? I don't know, but more Lings are going to be coming in to take out these rocks a little bit quicker, and WhiteRa has to know about this now. He is going to be placing a pylon over here, and I'm not exactly sure what that pylon is for, but maybe just to warp in unison and try to defend this third base. He's going to set up kind of another line of defense with just units, no buildings to defend this whole area. TLO trying to get some scouting information with his Overlord. Does see that these gases just got taken, so he knows Colossus play won't be coming out just yet. He did probably see these extractors being built as we look, and there only 20 gas has been mined out of this, 30 out of this, or 40 out of this, so TLO knows WhiteRa took his second gas fairly late, well actually his third and fourth gas late. He doesn't know about this third base though. TLO did not decide to scout up there, and WhiteRa is already taking that expansion, but these rocks almost going down. The Observer now sees those 2 Lings, and WhiteRa will be pulling his forces to deal with that. These 2 Lings don't stand a chance against all this, but it looks like TLO is bringing in more units, may try to do a run-by. He's just holding out at that watchtower right now as this one Observer does make his way in. I'm not sure if he saw that one drone going off to the top left. It looks like TLO does want to take an expansion right now, and the Observer just going to keep on going. We have more Lings to take out these destructible rocks. Again, they're very close to being down. 600 HP. One Ling sitting back here. He was the injured one. Doesn't want to go back to the mines and start taking those out. WhiteRa, does he know about that? Yes, he does. He can see that now. And he is pulling his forces back to deal with these few Lings, and these Lings will be going down, or at least just running away. TLO is setting up more Lings, so it looks like he may want to set up a flank. If he can get a complete surround on these units, he may be able to take out a few sentries. Those will be the key things that TLO is targeting. And here we go. The Lings are coming in. The Lings from the rocks don't get pulled. 4 stairs go down. 1 sentry is gonna fall. There we go. 2 sentries go down so far. And TLO is gonna be pulling back. He baited some force fields and killed 2 sentries, which is good. But he didn't do as much damage as he would like. We do see the Robo Bay now being built for WhiteRa. He is getting a forge, while TLO, as I did say, does take the bottom right as well. So he has both of these bases. And now if WhiteRa wants to take one of those out, he has to kind of open himself up to a counterattack. And TLO won't care that much about either of those bases as long as one of them stays up. The thing that TLO does have to worry about is if WhiteRa does hold this gold base, they can divide the map in half and just take this base out very easily. So TLO has to keep track and not let WhiteRa go beyond his 3 bases. If WhiteRa does go beyond 3 bases, TLO could be in some extreme trouble. However, if it does get to like 30 minutes, then TLO would have a chance at taking out the gold with Broodlords. That's the only way I ever see a Zerg player taking the gold out of a Protoss is Broodlords, unless they're pretty far ahead. And then, well, they can just do whatever they want. We have plenty of pros for WhiteRa. It is 84 to 92. Both players very high in this worker. It looks like WhiteRa is going to do something with this Warp Prism. Is he getting the Warp Prism speed? Yes, he is. He's also getting a Dark Shine. So TLO is in a little bit of trouble if he doesn't get any detection up at the bases, because 3 DTs is enough to take out a hatch before an Overseer can morph. And with these upgrades that WhiteRa has, I believe he has like 2-1. Where is a Stalker? Here it is, 1-1 right now. He is just about to get 2-1, so maybe even 2 DTs will be able to snipe that. WhiteRa doesn't go for this. It looks like TLO did see the Warp Prism with that Overlord. He is sending a bunch of Lings over, but the Warp Prism is just going to keep going and trying to go for the main base. And it looks like TLO is transferring drones at this base as well, so we'll have drones at both. We have 2 Spine Coilers going up at the top left base. The Warp Prism now going to be dropping the units, and WhiteRa does see that TLO is going in for a hive, and with that Spire there, he knows that Broodlords are about 3 minutes away from being out. Or maybe 4. 3 to 4 minutes. He knows they're somewhere near. Muta's trying to chase away this Warp Prism, but with the Warp Prism speed, they are able to get away, or at least make it to where reinforcements are. Overlord's in trouble right now. One Stalker going to be trying to pick off this Overlord, but TLO is sending in a lot of Lings to take out that one single Stalker. He doesn't get the Overlord. He killed a single Ling, and now TLO has to deal with WhiteRa taking this gold base, as WhiteRa does put a forward pylon down here. Wants to morph in those DTs. Most likely he does have a Warp Prism with 4 DTs on the way to this 4th base, or maybe the 5th base, one of those bases in that bottom right corner. And now Lings are going to see this Warp Prism, but there is no detection. There is an Infestor, so the Infestor has to go down because Fungal Growth will reveal cloak units. There we go, the Infestor goes down immediately. 3 Overseers morphing. WhiteRa, TLO doesn't joke around, morphing in 3 immediately, but these DTs are enough to take out that hatch well before any Overseer can finish morphing. And now they're going to be trying to take out Lings, but the Lings will be able to clean up those DTs. However, the DTs did their damage. This Warp Prism now going to be returning back. TLO, is he going to split up his Overseers now? I don't know why in the heck he decided to morph 3, but that was his mind. We do have Neuroparasite on the way for TLO with 3 upgrades, and that Greater Spire is also on the way, so he will be going in for Broodlords. He's going to be trying to take out this gold base before it goes up, and WhiteRa doesn't really have the units to contest this. His Storm is being researched. It looks like TLO may hit a nice timing, and the gold base will be going down, but WhiteRa is getting the better of this exchange. However, TLO does deny that gold base, losing some Infestors. Feedback's going off of them, another feedback going off, a lot of Lings going down, a lot of Infestors now. TLO does take out that gold base, but at what cost? WhiteRa now losing, has less units lost than TLO. This one hatch is still being built. Now WhiteRa has control of this Xel'Naga. He has killed enough units where he's safe to be there. We do have Psystorm being researched, and High Templars will be coming out. That will easily kill all the Lings that TLO has producing. It looks like TLO is just sacrificing Lings so he can get some Broodlords as soon as this Greater Spire finishes, which it is 10 seconds away from. And WhiteRa bringing his Warp Prism in with a few Zealots to try and attack that one base yet again. Big engagement going on here, but Force Fields allow WhiteRa to get this upper hand in this engagement. Immortal sitting in the back just to pick off these roaches. Those roaches do go down. Meanwhile, we do have WhiteRa with 2 Zealots. Now 4 Zealots can be working away on that one hatch. That hatch is bound to go down. TLO is getting this one hatch. He has to be careful about WhiteRa splitting the map in half horizontally, because that will take away 2 of his bases. Those will be the only mining bases left from TLO. He has some Infestors. Does he have Broodlords out just yet? No, he does not. He has plenty of Corruptors. There we go. More Broodlords are being morphed. Actually, the first ones are being morphed. There's 4 Zealots finally clean up that one base. And here we go. WhiteRa has to defend this high ground. He was trying to get cannons up there. Feedback going off all those Infestors. The Templars still have enough energy for Storms. And it looks like WhiteRa does scare TLO in. He's going to keep on having this one high ground. If he does bring in DTs to attack these bases, he will do a lot of damage, as we don't have any detection up at that one base that I am looking at. And this base does have an Overseer with a Spore Crawler, so he has some detection there, but WhiteRa just needs to split this map in half, and something just died. Maybe it was a Changeling. The gold base is up for WhiteRa, and he is getting a bunch of cannons on this high ground. But TLO now has siege units, and they are the siege units of the air. And these Broodlords are so strong. He is getting so many of them. Maybe a little bit too many, but WhiteRa is now getting a fleet beacon, so he may be able to get a mothership. If he can hold on, just keep those Broodlords at bay for another probably 4 minutes, he will be able to toilet those Broodlords, which will kill them all and most likely give WhiteRa the game. Looks like a few Zealots can be sacrificing themselves to see that Broodlord count, and now WhiteRa noticing a little bit of trouble. He is building this mothership right now. It's 200 supply to 182. Worker 78 drones versus the 85 probes, so TLO has a much larger army by 20 supply. And now this Broodlords are just marching in. We do have a drop over here that takes out the greatest fire, and now may even get the infestation bit and the hive. TLO has to do damage now. If he doesn't do damage, he will be all in, just because all his tech is going to be taken out by those zealots. WhiteRa trying to hold on as he does snipe the tech. TLO is going to come. This gold base is going to go down. He has plenty of queens and these broodlords, but these zealots now working away a few idle zealots. Now they're going to go for that roach one. This infestation bit and hive in trouble. We do have broodlords can take out this gold base. WhiteRa trying to hold on with the best he can. It's 196 by 2, 185. That mothership is almost out. We have another spire being built by TLO, so he's not set so far in the Stone Age. We have a General Glance also being researched for his lings. And now WhiteRa wants to go engage this high ground, but a lot of fungal growth go up, but feedbacks go up on those infestors. We still have plenty of broodlords. WhiteRa losing his forces tremendously. Neuroparasites going down on those immortals, and TLO is cleaning up WhiteRa right now. WhiteRa is pulling back, still in this game, but man, had he been set far behind, lost that gold base. TLO 192 supply, WhiteRa 151. He's at 4K minerals, 1K gas, and he says, you know what time it is? It is carrier time. Those zealots look like they are still working their way over in that base. We do have TLO trying to go up into this third base. WhiteRa trying to hold on, still gonna blink back up in his main to avoid all these broodlings, but these immortals may get picked off. Wait, does he not know he does have blink? There he goes with the odd blink to take away those infestors that are neuroparasiting immortals, and those immortals do make the way back up. The carrier is almost out. The mothership is about halfway out, but WhiteRa is being sent to the streets. He is soon to be homeless, as TLO is almost in the Stone Age. This could be a very interesting game if WhiteRa decides to hold on, but it's not looking good. 200 supply to 110. The mothership just about out. The carrier now making his way out. TLO is taking away this third base. WhiteRa is not going to be minding. The carrier has arrived. The mothership just about out. We do still have all these broodlords. We have this unit's lost tab. We do have WhiteRa morphing in some DTs, it looked like. I saw DTs. He has 3 DTs. I don't know where they are, but he has them somewhere. And there we go. They are attacking those roaches. That may be a bad call just because the mothership is almost out. That is going to force an Overseer to be morphed. There we go. 2 Overseers morphed. But WhiteRa is going for it now. He doesn't have enough energy to vortex. Nowhere near the energy. He's only got 60 energy on that mothership. He wants to pick off those Overseers. The Overseer does complete, which brings it back to full HP. That infestor goes down instantly. The Queen transfuses the 1 Overseer. Queen's now being targeted. Urkon is coming out. The mortar does go down. WhiteRa trying his best to hold on. The carrier comes out, but he is attacking Overlords. There he goes. No, still attacking Overlords, dude. The mothership is still up in the air. We don't have enough energy to neuroparasite it just yet. Still doesn't have enough energy to do vortex or anything. WhiteRa trying to hold on, but it's looking grim. 90 supply to 200 supply. TLO has rebuilt his tech as he has 12 infestors coming out. He is just massing infestors at this point. The carrier trying to do its best, but 1 carrier I don't think is going to be enough. That is why WhiteRa has actually 2 carriers with the 3rd carrier on the way. But still, I don't even think carriers will be able to survive. And the neuroparasite goes off on that mothership. Mothership going to be taking out their own carrier. And will that carrier fall to the mothership? We still have, I think, only 1 infestor out here, but so many more infestors have been built. More infestors coming in to fungal growth and kill this mothership. Mothership almost down. You can see it. Just about to fall. There we go. TLO is cloaking all his units. The mothership almost taken out. Vortex goes off on TLO's units. The mothership now turning on this carrier. Will the mothership get taken again? Yes, it will. The mothership still taking out the carrier, cloaking all of TLO's units. WhiteRa has no idea how much TLO actually has. The carrier is gonna know WhiteRa does throw the GG, and TLO is going to be victorious. I hope you enjoy the game. Take care, guys, and I will see you next time.